Welcome back, Sports This Morning on Channels Television. Wherever you're in the world watching us, we appreciate you and want you to talk to us. Yes, you can on Twitter. We're Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels-Sports. Our focus is on rowing, canoeing, and sailing. When I keep telling you it's an action-packed world of sport, we go around trying to see sports we can develop in Nigeria. At the Olympics, Mrs. Prof, I should stay with Professor Kaida. Jonathan Akinyemi and Cherika Okogu represented Nigeria. Wasn't a good one for Akinyemi, but Cherika got all of us talking.
Yes.
Now, there's a big challenge for the Federation.
Yeah.
Tokyo 2020 is coming. Nigerians will be expecting to see a better Cherika Okogu and someone that the Federation has brought out. What are we doing?
Yeah, this what we are doing now is what we have started. You know, making these trials, making sure we get the best of the athletes, and then we begin to develop them to meet that standard. You know, all these people that represented at the Olympics, they were not our products. They were some people that just, and because of their flair for Nigeria, I'm a Nigerian, I want to represent Nigeria. That's why they came up. We have not spent anything on them. That was why, you know, they were complaining that they were not given the attention they deserve, and this and that and that. But it's because the resources are not even there. So that is why. And now we want to see that we look inward by developing our own athletes. And that is why I said we are pleading. People have been assisting, like mutual insurance. You know, the boats we are having now, they were the ones that bought them for us. About 20 boats, you know. So you can't imagine the extent at which people have assisted. But the government is just folding hands, looking at you. You know, where will you go?
And you keep wondering, you know, when you have a sports ministry and all the federations are complaining,
honestly,
and you don't ask yourself, the money that comes to you have a budget for the sports ministry. Is it just for paying of salaries and that's all?
That's the big question that every federation is asking. Even for simple office running, we don't have anything. You know, get paper to photocopy something now, you won't have. So why are we running that? Yesterday, I told my president, I said, President, sir, are we not the one that are even encouraging this thing? We are pretending as if everything is okay. And you continue removing money from your pocket. And, you know, nobody is saying anything. The federation should come together and know what to do. Discuss these issues, go to the minister and present the issues to him. We can't just pretend that things are okay. When you are not getting anything, you can't run your office, you can't do any program, and you are just quiet. So he looked at me and laughed. He said, yes, at least I'm hearing something, you know.
I think it's really a big problem because, you know, when I learned from the secretary that so many states across the country will be coming from trials and all that, and when I saw 7 states, I was like, okay, 7? Yeah. Come on, they don't even have the funds to come for trials.
Yeah, that is it. Even the states.
It tells
even
you
the states. You can see the spread. Very, very narrow, as if it was just meant for Western.
Certain people.
But Prof, let's stay focused and stay with what we already have on ground. The open trial, the good thing is it's ongoing.
It's ongoing.
We've seen action yesterday. What are we expecting today?
Today, the actions today is going to be all short races. We have finished all the long races yesterday. So today is going to be 100 meters, 200 meters. That's all. I think by 10, 12, they should have concluded. Okay. Because we just have few races for today. Okay. Yes, very few races.
And after that, the ones who have been able to make the mark that was set for them, they will go into open campaign before the closed campaign. Hopefully, funds will come to your aid and you get the sponsors and the athletes will get to stay longer in camp.
We pray. We pray. We pray we get it.
But before we let you go, in a minute or two, let's show some love to the region where you're coming from. Maiduguri. We're so excited. El Kanemi Warriors, they're back home playing now. You know, we have you for sailing. I don't know if you have enough legs to.
We have legs.
Fantastic.
Alone is enough for this kind of sport.
So I want you to talk to someone out there. How can we use sports to bring peace to such regions?
Oh, honestly, I think it's a very rare opportunity. I would want to, if we can, you know, put in something into sports in those regions. We have people who have the potentials. It's just a matter of giving them a very little encouragement. And we will see that, you know, sports is one of the instruments that any nation can use for peace. When you are in sports, you don't look at yourself as an individual. You look at yourself as a group. When Nigeria is playing, we see that nobody feels I'm from the north, I'm from the east. All your attention is that Nigeria must win. And that is the time we are united. There is no other avenue that a country has to bring peace and unity among the youth at sport.
Wow.
There is none.
She made me feel the power of sports again right there. Thank you so much,
Yes.
Professor Amina Kaida, for coming around. And all the best. Stay focused. Funding is a problem.
Yes.
Someday we will overcome.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay.
Okay. Sports this morning on Channels Television. Cecilia, where we headed to next?
Okay, we'll just listen to what Steven Gerrard, he's been talking about, you know, his coaching career, continuous contracts, and also the fact that Liverpool will have to do a whole lot to ensure that they can maybe get something out of this league. We'll listen to them. Stay with us.
Well, I think for any team, you've always got to try and keep your best players, and Philip's been instrumental over the last couple of years. He's grew and become a world-class talent. You know, I've trained against him on a daily basis, and I've played with him, and he's a phenomenal footballer. He can do magical things with the ball, and he's the type of player that you want to try and build your team around. And you know, if Liverpool are to be successful in the coming years, I'm sure he'll have a big part to play in it. He's a magical player. Very excited. You know, a brand new role to try and develop and improve as a coach, and try and one day become a good coach or a good manager. I've got a lot to learn, a lot of hard work to do, but it's certainly very exciting to start that off. Of course, a world-class manager. I'm blessed and lucky to, you know, have him to look up to and him to bounce things off. And you know, he's gone on record this week to say he'll do everything he can to help me, and you know, to be in this position, that's music to my ears. So hopefully we can develop an even stronger relationship than we've got. Of course, you know, they've had a sticky period, but they can certainly play through that. I think the next 2-3 games are very important. You know, if they can get a win against Wolves, they can go into the last 16 of the FA Cup. You know, if they can take maximum points off Chelsea, it gives them that bit of confidence and belief. So there's still a lot to play for, but I think the big picture for Liverpool is exciting. They've got a very strong team, strong squad, and a world-class manager, so I expect big things.
Okay, there's Steven Gerrard, you know, talking about continue. He had to play a whole significant part of Liverpool, so they shouldn't sell him to Barcelona. Well, today is Friday, of course. Ben Alaya is in the studio. He's the editor of our Sport Day newspaper. That's the paper who actually, it's difficult for us to get it and review it every time. Because when it comes like, okay, I'm the editor, I know all the stories, right?
I'm actually the editor-in-chief.
Editor-in-chief?
Yes.
Okay.
I
understand. He's the editor. You're the editor-in-chief. At least next time when you're coming, just come with a copy.
Okay. If I go out early. If traffic permitting.
Sometimes, Cecilia, I'm happy we don't have it, because issues. Issues everywhere. Ben Alaya, good to have you on the show, and I like your outfit.
Thank you.
It's a Friday. What's going on?
Well, it's a Friday, like you rightly said, and some of my colleagues in the Guild of Sports Editors used to accuse me. This morning I've seen a lot of accusations from Darius, complete sports editor, and Tony Ubadi, group sports editor of the Vanguard. And is it a bad idea to always appreciate God's beautiful creation? Like, we
would talk about MPFL. Okay, you know, we'll start with MPFL games. You know, going down today, going down this weekend, and all. You talk about it's already match day 5 already, simply because of the way it started. Like a marathon. I mean, everyone is sprinting and all. Everyone is running, and nobody wants to get caught. You know. ABS, that was your prediction. It's going to be title contenders. Plateau United also, did you give them a chance? I don't think so. But that's the club that is unbeaten right now. 4 games.
It's unbeaten. And the league is still early. But I appreciate what both club sides have done so far. ABS, I think they had a hiccup. I mean, in 4 games under 10 days, it's quite hectic. And all the club sides now are complaining, including, I even heard Nduka Ubadi saying he's ready to step aside. I think there's too much heat now, but you cannot run out of the kitchen. Just stay there, because, I mean, along the line, if things pans out, I mean, things we see work well. It's just 4 games, and people like Nduka, they stay in there. The experience is Ganari now. Is good for him, and all the other coaches, Stanley Eguma, Kadiri Kana, all the big names like
London Bosso,
London
you, all of them.
The guy with MFM, I'm impressed with it. I mean, the guy said during the week that sometime, someday, very soon, he will be the Super Eagles coach. Very high ambition. And he's doing well with MPN. This week he's taking on Canoe Pillars. And Canoe Pillars, each time they come to Lagos, what they call them? I come in and, you know, Agege Stadium, a lot of Canoe people there. So the stadium we expect to be jam-packed. But Lagosians come out and support your own. This club is doing good. And